So it's been months, and we're finally here. We finally have answers.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy is not guilty on all major charges and only guilty on the prostitution charge. And I think the same thing is on all of our minds now. How many prostitutes will be at the welcome home party?
Oh my God, bro. We just started the show.
He's going to get right back to it.
You better believe it, Nate. That party going to be sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, come on.
What?
There's not enough baby oil in the world.
There sure isn't. There sure isn't. Speaking of magic, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I had diarrhea. I had the runs. Had me down for about 4 days.
Was it squirts or poppers?
It was explosive, Key.
Whoa.
It was an explosion of pain.
Did you have to wear a diaper?
No, I was close to it.
When you felt like you had to let one out, where did you just go straight to the bathroom?
I'm going to be honest. Your curiosity seems a little weird considering what we're talking about. But what did you want to know?
I don't want to know anything.
No, I didn't mean to shame you. I appreciate your concern.
If you had to let one out, did you just,
Well, if you must know, that's how I discovered that I was in a bad place, because I thought that I was letting one off and... You know what I mean? Something get to running. You heard?
Shard up the place?
Yeah, sure did. Yeah. You don't act like you ain't been there. I remember.
Yeah, I had it bad.
Yeah.
I had the stomach neuro
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it was bad.
Lasted about 4 days.
That's rough, man. It was brutal.
Yeah, it's about 3 days longer than Dwight Howard's marriage lasted.
Oh, come on, man.
What, Key?
Come on, bro.
Speaking of marriage, there was a point of time when all of y'all told me to shut up when I said that Cardi should not move on the way that she was moving on. Y'all told me it was woman empowerment, Mo. This is not your business. And I said, running to the next man that's going to give you the digs is not going to offset what you was going through in your marriage. And well, here we are. In the words of Drake, what did I miss? We're back. Welcome to In the Moment.
That's right. Welcome to In the Moment. Let's get it poppin'.
Yeah, hey, look, check, I'm in the moment. They try to hold me down, I just re-up and then I just reload it. Yeah, hey, look, just stay in the moment. If they try to hold you down, you just re-up and then you just reload it. Yeah.
It was bad. I'm back now, though. Yours truly. I'm in the building. Mo Mitch, I'm here. I'm prepared to get at him. Key Will is in the building with us. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm feeling good. I can't complain. I'm happy to be here. Just, came back from a good 4th of July.
Yeah?
It was excellent.
It was excellent?
Yeah.
Anything to share?
I don't understand why people, while we're on maybe he had the neuro stomach stuff, but I got on a flight at 4 a.m. and, I was one of the first people on the plane. There's only about 8 of us on the plane, and by this time, somebody had already started letting loose.
Yeah. As adults, can y'all stop farting on planes?
Just stop.
Please? Why is that a thing? Nate, do you fart on the plane? Because I know you're a farter.
Well, I don't fly.
Well, let me introduce you first. As always, Mother Nature is in the building with us as well. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm really excited because normally when you introduce me, I don't really have much to say because I'm still honestly kind of camera shy. But the last episode, you told me that we are also on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. I had no idea. So I just wanted to say hello to all the audio listeners on Spotify. And a lot of people on Spotify don't know that y'all can see us on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. So shout out to all the visual watchers. And if you're ever at work and you can't watch, you can go on Spotify and listen to us. And if you are on Spotify and you want to see what we look like, then check us out on YouTube.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for that plug. And so back to what he was saying, farting on a plane.
It was disgusting, man. I was on a flight with my daughter, 4 o'clock in the morning, and she goes, ew. And she puts her...
I'm telling you, because you can't go anywhere.
Yeah. There's no way.
That's that you sitting there with your mouth open and you don't expect it and you cannot go anywhere.
Right. And so I was fed up. I was not in a good mood. I was tired. And I just said, I looked around at everybody in that little area and I said, really? This is what we're doing, guys?
Do you call people out?
Yeah, I did. This time I did. Because it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I didn't care, bro. I was just like, I don't want to smell this. There's only 8 of us on the plane.
Right.
The plane hasn't even started boarding the other passengers yet. And you guys picked this moment to do this.
And that's what pisses me off because the air doesn't really kick in until you take off and you're in the air. So people who are farting before the flight even gets off the runway, like, I don't understand. You are a disgusting individual. And you know, and the thing is, everybody becomes the best poker player in the world. And then, because I say something. One of y'all, come on.
I said something.
And,
I
but
said
do you notice how no one cracks?
no one? And I looked at the guy that was sitting over there.
You got to look at
I looked
everybody in the
him,
face.
And, you know, he kind of just looked away. And then I looked around. I said, nobody's going to claim it? Is this what we're doing at 4 o'clock in the
Show
morning?
yourself.
All right. This is what we're doing at 4 o'clock in the
So
morning.
is this a regular thing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Really?
Every single flight I've been on, pretty much, it's always somebody tooting and booting.
I mean, what you gonna do?
Not hold it or take it to the bathroom.
But it's like you're letting loose that silent but deadly in your pants? Really?
Yeah, because most of the time I think you smell it, but you don't smell it as bad as the people around you when you're the one who dealt it.
But you know it got to be hot, man,
Yeah.
for it to smell like that.
And it's not like some people fart and you smell it and it's like, all right, I get it. Other people is like, what the fuck are you eating? What's your
That's
diet?
me. That's me.
You
for sure.
can admit because you fart in the
it's
car
really
by
bad.
yourself. I don't even know
mean,
why you do that to yourself.
Because I gotta let it go.
You don't
can't
roll the window down?
Well, it depends. Like if I'm in bed, if I'm in the back seat, no, because I'm trying to be like stealthy. I'm trying to be inconspicuous. But if I'm
Wait,
in the
Nick,
back
did
seat,
you look back at Key's face when you were speaking about this the last time?
I can't lay in the bed in the back seat parked in front of someone's house just farting. Like I can't do that.
I'm not mad at you farting in your own space. Let me be clear, right? That's your prerogative. Everybody does that. Like, I mean, I've had my moments of where I had to walk away from myself. I didn't even know I was cut like that. But you fart with
Cut like that.
Yeah, do you see what I did there? Thank you, Key. You know we don't get those, right? But you fart. You put the camera on. And then fart, and then actually upload it. That's different.
Sometimes. Hey, you got to have everybody on social media, they're posting things, but they're not being their authentic self.
That's fair.
In the morning, I'm gassy. In the afternoon, at night, I'm gassy. I'm gassy right now. I'm telling y'all.
Nate,
You gotta stop saying that when we sitting right next
Because
to you.
it's true.
Nature.
It's very true.
But why?
Nature.
Look,
I
yes.
just got into an argument last week. I had to protect you.
Why?
I had to literally protect you because people were coming after you.
I don't give a fuck about that.
No, I was almost came to blows.
What'd they say?
It was like, for real though, what she smell like? I was like, fam, she smells good. No, she don't. She's no way.
Why don't they believe
I seen
that she
her
smells
farting
good?
in her
I
car.
don't know. Honestly, right now, I don't know how I smell. I've been changing diapers all morning, and I feel
smell-
like I stink.
You smell
No,
great.
I feel like it's like burnt into my
I'm
nose
not,
hairs.
I'm not
Lean in.
answering this.
Y'all,
Lean in. Do a little scratch
I'm a
and sniff.
caregiver. I'm a caregiver, and I've been changing diapers all morning, y'all. So right
She's
now,
fine. I'm going to tell
Do you
you,
wanna smell
everyone
me?
stop asking me.
Okay.
Nature smells great. That's it.
Why is their first question?
I don't know. And, and the other question was that I was getting a lot was, how come you don't wear shoes?
I do wear shoes.
I said she wears shoes, but we're sitting on a carpet.
We're inside.
Yeah.
And
Stop.
speaking of which, we don't have shoes on this week either. It's carpet. It's inside. I'm
Yeah,
comfortable.
they don't have shoes on.
Key was a little insecure about this. I don't know what Key has going on with his toes, but he is not very confident in having his toes out. Key, what is your issue with being barefoot?
I'm not, but my toes are inside out. You can't really see it.
Your
right
toes are inside out?
My
Okay,
socks.
that's the problem. You
now. I mean,
probably-
look around the toe area. I didn't realize it until you pointed it out.
One is inside out. The other one is fine.
Do you know that Key barely wears the same pair, like a pair of socks?
hey,
he
come
always
on,
got.
man.
All right, I said too much.
What do you mean? You barely
He
wear
always
pants?
Come
got
on.
that boy. Just pick whatever two socks just he sees
Oh,
and
I
just
used
keep
to
it
do
pushing.
that. Yeah. I see. Who
What's wrong
cares?
with y'all?
It doesn't matter.
Another little tidbit about me. Some people notice. Usually, when I'm around the house, I only like to wear one sock.
Okay, that's
Okay,
weird.
what the? Why?
I don't know. It's just a thing,
What are you,
man.
one sock? Nigga? What are
Especially
you
in the
doing?
nighttime in the bed.
You wear socks to bed?
One sock.
Oh, I can't do socks
Explain
to
this.
bed.
It just.
I can't
I
either.
don't know.
That's
It's a thing. It just,
I think that's serial killer.
It's
type.
only if it's cold. Like if it's cold, I'll put on my fuzzy socks.
I like the
'cause
best of both worlds.
No,
I like to be able to rub my feet in there.
I don't like when we just run past weirdo shit. Why do you have one sock on?
Because I like to wear one sock, man.
Is this like because you're from Boston? Is this a Boston Red Sox thing? What is this?
Nah. It's
You just one sock.
Yeah.
All right, well, while we're having a homie court, let's have our first edition, in fact, of homie court. I think all of us are going to be on trial. Mine is coming at the end, and it's going to be the worst of them all. We'll save that. But let's start. Who we start with? Let's start with you, Nate.
I don't even know what we're doing.
You're on trial, but it's homie court, which
Okay.
means that it's out of love. The only question I don't get how you smell or why you don't wear shoes. I get the same question from pretty much everybody who asks.
Okay.
You always wear the same outfit.
Oh, yeah.
How does that work?
I bought 21 pairs of the same outfit.
It's not the same outfit, okay?
I told you.
All of y'all that keep coming out
Told you.
thinking that she only got one.
I told
Okay?
you.
All right?
I
You
told
got
you.
21 of them.
I bought 21 pairs
Was
of
it
the
from
same
Forever
outfit.
21?
No.
Oh.
I bought 21 pairs of the same outfit. So it's a set. So I have the pants to match this, and I have long sleeves, and I have a tank top. So when it's cold, I can wear the long sleeves or my jacket, or I can wear the pants. But it's the same outfit every day. I was just tired of thinking about what I want to wear.
You never get tired of your own outfit?
No. I don't have to think about what I know what I'm going to wear. I don't even have to think about it. That has been like the second best thing I've ever decided to do for myself.
I kind of do this because at work I wear a black t-shirt or a white t-shirt every day.
And then like jeans.
I have a rotation of pants.
But you have to decide which pair of jeans you're going to put
Not
on.
really, because I know like Monday is black day, Tuesday is blue day, Wednesday is green day. So I kind of shout out to Green Day. That's a plug. Because I understand what you're saying as far as when you, especially for me, I get up so early.
Gotcha.
Last thing I want to do is get up and go, what I'm gonna wear today.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of already know.
Yeah.
But the same outfit, I would get so bored with myself.
No, every now and then, like if I go to the mall and I see like a really nice dress or something, I'm like, oh, I'd like to put that on. But it's easy. I live in my car. I'm traveling. I'm going to different places. I don't have to think about it. It's so much easier to just have the same thing in the car, in the van or whatever. And, I don't have to pack. I mean, I don't have to pack anyway because everything's already in there, but I just don't have to think about it. It's easy.
And I had to look it up real quick. It's called a personal uniform.
Oh, okay.
And when I did a story on this before where, we interviewed some people that, wear the same uniform every day. They have multiple pairs. And for them, they don't have to think about it, like you said, every day. They don't, they just wear what they
That
wear.
makes sense. Like going to work.
Yeah.
You got a uniform, you wear the same
And
thing
it's,
every day.
it's one less thing you have to worry about. It's already prepared. It's already there. People know how you're coming. And, the main thing is, you got to have multiple outfits, right, of the same.
That is kind of fly, right? As your friend, you never got to go, girl, what you wearing?
Yeah, no,
Like you already know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I can dress it up. Like I could put the pants on and put heels on, or put like a shawl over it or something like that, and make it look nice. I haven't been inside of a like 5-star or anywhere where they've called me out and told me I couldn't wear it, because you can dress it up. You can dress it up.
Now today, is it a special day? Because you switched up your hat. I noticed because I'm a camo guy.
I did because my hair started falling out.
Wait, what?
My hair started falling out because of the hairstyle that I had it in. Normally, I have it in a bun. And because I tried to use different hair care products, like posting videos over the years, people have always asked, like, what is my routine? Because I can sit on my hair. That's how long my hair is. And I showed them what my routine was, which really was Pantene Pro-V and coconut oil. And a lot of my followers were like, no, you need to use black products. You need to use this. You need to use that. And I switched and my hair started falling out.
Oh, no.
And just last week, I switched back to, and I tried it for like 2 years. I switched back to Pantene coconut oil. So now I have it up in a bun so that it could, just get healthy again. So I had to get a visor because I can't wear my other hat.
Got you.
So, quick question for you. Mm-hmm. Would you change your uniform if it's like a different flavor? So, for instance, you have the camo on today. Mm-hmm. Would you do a camo? Or would
No, I don't need to.
You don't need to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with this.
Okay.
You are off trial.
Oh,
You're off the
that was
stand.
easy.
Yeah.
Key, your turn.
Oh,
You ready?
yes, sir.
Homie court. You're on your phone. I'd say 85% of the time that you're around your phone. Is that accurate?
Probably 90.
Okay, fair. I love this accountability. I love this. Right, 90% of the time.
Yeah.
So why are you so bad at texting?
You know what it is?
Ah.
So So in full transparency, when I'm on my phone, I'm managing 3 different email addresses. I have my personal email address, and I have 2 work email addresses. I have one for Keywell Voice. I have one for Keywell Producer, and those are different roles that I work in. So, for instance, if you look at my Keywell Voice, it's going off right now because I have a manager, and my manager's constantly sending me emails throughout the day and things that are time sensitive that I have to respond to, and I have to say, hey, I probably won't be able to do it until this time, or this is something I'll get to tomorrow. So that one aspect alone, it just chews up time. The Keywell Producer, which is what I produce my TV shows and do a lot of my editorial stuff under, that is comprised of, all of my editorial clients. So, for instance, if I'm working on a documentary or a scripted television show or, trying to get a pitch out for something, that typically is going to go through that email. And those emails are usually a lot more lengthy, and it takes a lot of response. And then I have my personal life, and then I have my text. And the text, sometimes my text messages get backed up. So I just responded to a text message from last week today. And to that person, it wasn't anything that I was doing. I wasn't ignoring you. It's just that I just got back to you. So when...
Are you talking to me or?
No, actually, I'm not.
Okay.
But a lot of times I miss messages in the queue because there's so many going through. And at one point I had 2 phones, which I still do. You remember that?
I do.
And I said, this is too much.
Yeah, I remember that. You had a whole come to Jesus moment with yourself over that.
Yeah. I was like, this is too much. So the other phone, I only check that when I'm in the office. And so there's people that hit me on that and they're like, hey, I haven't heard from you. Well, I'm like, I'm not in the office. I'm not in the office right now. So that's kind of what's going on. I have a lot going on. I really need an assistant.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I need
You need an assistant.
I do.
Now, your personal life, you have people that are very important in your life. Do you text them the same way?
Yes.
Your daughters?
Not my daughters.
Okay.
But everybody else, yeah.
Everybody else gets the same. All right. Are we accepting that answer as a unit?
Producer?
Like, look. Look, and here goes somebody calling now. They're just like...
Well, you answer the phone. That I will give you. You are very good at answering the phone.
If you call, that means it's important. I'm 9
You're
times
good
out
at
of 10,
that.
I'm going to answer.
But you are horrible at texting.
Yeah, it takes me a while to get back. And I even started doing talk text to try and speed it up. But then the problem with talk text is
I never know what you're talking about.
it doesn't. It's like the sky is blue.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So yeah.
Did you mention answering your DMs too, or did we skip over that?
Oh, my DMs are loaded because there's just a lot going on in the DMs.
All right. Okay.
A lot of good stuff. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
I bet. Why'd you smile so hard?
Because there's a lot going on in the DMs.
Why'd your voice change? It go down in the DMs, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I left homeboy. Anyway. But all right. So y'all are both out of homie court. Congratulations.
Okay, all right.
Now, I will get this story off because I haven't spoken about it on the podcast yet. But I went to Ecuador and fought a bull.
Come on, bro. I saw that crazy shit. I was like, what is he down there doing?
I was fighting a bull.
You wasn't
man.
afraid that bull was going to puncture your lower extremities, bro?
I was. Indeed, I was. And that's the thing.
And you in Ecuador?
Yeah.
What you going to do, bro?
I mean, what was I going to do? That's the question, right? You go out there and you're out there with your significant other and her whole family is there. And this is a tradition, right?
Then you have to.
Thank you,
You
Nate.
have to.
What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Everybody in my life is like, why would you do that? What's wrong with you? And now don't get me wrong, because I don't want to put all of this pressure on her as if she forced me to do it. That's not what happened. If anything, she tried to get me out of it.
You being a macho man.
I'm not wired like that. You know me.
Yeah, baby.
What have you ever seen me back down from?
Yeah.
I don't back down from anything. That's just not who I am.
Yeah, we were out of the country and we almost didn't make it out because, you were about to fight, somebody that,
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's right. Nate, I don't run from a challenge as we are all, as you're getting to know us and we're getting to know you. I just never been that guy. If you put a challenge in front of me, I'm as 50 said, I'm gonna get rich or die trying.
So that is a pretty big thing because I've seen the bullfights. Is there something that you feel like you wouldn't do?
I will do anything for love.
Okay.
What the hell is he talking about over here, man? All right. Just turn.
We'll see about that at the end of the podcast.
Hey, yo!
What the hell is he talking about?
Listen, is there something I feel like I won't do?
Yeah, like if they were like, "Come on, Mo," like if it's a tradition or like I don't know. I don't know all the things that you've done.
I don't think. I won't eat the groceries.
What?
What? You asked me what I won't do. That's what I won't do.
Okay, but what's eat the groceries? Because
You don't know what eat the groceries are?
Eat the groceries.
Hold on.
The groceries.
What's the groceries?
The booty.
Oh, you don't.
I won't eat. Nah.
Oh,
I'm full. I'm all sad.
Man, that's okay.
No, but when it comes to like,
I don't believe you, bro.
you don't believe I won't?
I don't believe.
What's there not
That's
to believe?
terrible.
I don't.
Why
You
not?
said that's terrible.
Why is it terrible?
What if she's fresh out the shower?
Yeah, I'm all set.
I had an OG ask me that once. He said, "Yo,
He asked you to eat his groceries?
no. He was going around the room asking all the guys in the room. So you mean to tell me if your girl was fresh out the shower, you're not gonna eat the groceries?" And some of the guys were like, "Yes," and some of the guys were like, "Hell no." And he was saying that the guys that said no weren't real men.
All right, that's
Okay.
fine.
Well,
What the fuck he think he like, all right.
I don't believe in that. But okay, so have you had your groceries ate?
No,
Would you do it?
I don't have any desire.
Oh, okay.
No.
What about you, Key?
It tickles.
I'm
Where
so
were you
proud
gonna
of you
tell
for
me?
admitting that.
You was with the
I
red
love
on
it.
today.
I
Tickle
love
Me
it.
Elmo over here.
It tickles.
Yo, who knew all this time?
Hey,
Huh?
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been tickled. Have you ever?
You been tickled?
Okay, have you ever been pegged?
no,
Wait.
Okay, all right, all right.
We figuring it out.
Would you be open to it?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, not at all.
Can we
Okay.
save some of this for Patreon? Because why y'all always...
We were already on the. You brought it up.
Well, you asked me what I wouldn't do. I'm gonna get back
I
to
did
you
hear-
being tickled.
Wait, I did hear there's a pegging crew here in Atlanta.
Yeah. They're all around.
Oh, so
What, Peg Bundy and him? Who we
yo,
talking
I
about?
heard there's a crew of women in Atlanta that go around and men get paid. Men pay them to peg.
Yeah. Mhm.
And y'all
Good
know
money.
Really?
Yeah.
Do y'all know any pegging the stallions or? Well, I mean, all right.
So this is the thing.
I'm not here to judge.
Because when she said it to me,
Again, can we get to the pegging in the Patreon?
Oh, okay. So we got to talk about it later.
yeah, just
Save
tease
that.
the Patreon. Tell them when
Pause.
All right,
Yeah.
I was gonna do this. I was gonna do this at the end of the episode, but no better time than now. We now have a Patreon, Patreon.com/Mo Mitch. That is where all of our bonus content is going to be, where we can talk about things that we are not necessarily comfortable to talk about on the regular podcast, which apparently is only me, because these two have absolutely no problem at all. Now, was your ass in the air or was you
No,
late?
no,
Okay,
no.
all right.
Wait a minute. So listen, that means if his ass wasn't in the air, his
Right.
feet were in the air.
Yes.
No, not necessarily.
Yes.
No,
Why,
no,
why not? How not?
else?
You can't sit down with
No,
with
you-
your boots on the ground.
You had
can't
boots
sit
on.
down. You can't. How you sit down and get rimmed at the same time?
I mean, is that what they call it? Rimming? I don't know.
It's a rim job.
I mean, scoot down a little bit on the chair, just a little bit.
That is it's unnecessary.
Key, you're acting like you're at the OBGYN office going in for your annual right now.
No.
Move down a little bit.
Is that what it is?
That's what they say. That's a weird.
What was his first
it's a
time, Nate?
weird
You probably
position.
gotta like.
It's a weird. He said he was sitting down. That's a weird position to do it. 'Cause
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
really
I can't see myself laid out like that, just with my ass just in the target
Like a helicopter?
zone. Yeah,
Like
same.
a helicopter?
Come on,
You
girl.
should try it.
You think so?
Just try it.
Nah, I think I'm okay. Nate, I do.
I think you should try it.
I do. I mean, like, ask me to bungee jump or some shit. Like, that's my wheelhouse. Like, you know what I mean? You want me to like zip line from the highest building in the world skydive again, something like that. I'm your guy. Like I got all that in me. Fight a bull, get in the cage with a tiger, swim with the sharks. I've done all that.
Actually, it was twice. It was once in my 20s.
There it
I
is.
knew
It was once in my
another
20s,
one.
I had a feeling.
once in my 20s, and once in my 30s.
And your ass was in the air.
It wasn't, no. Both times I was sitting.
You didn't embrace it. You didn't embrace
Okay.
it.
I'm trying to be, PG. I was sitting.
Well, can we open it up in the Patreon?
This is Patreon.
All right, we'll get to that in the Patreon. Okay, we'll get back to your ass now.
Wait a minute, bro. Come on
Tickle
now.
Me
You can't
Keymo
just be
over
talking
here.
about getting
What?
back to asses. Getting back to my
You
ass.
the one put your ass on the line. Nobody told you to lay down and put your ass up.
I didn't.
All the guys that are watching, if you are slightly curious, I'm just telling you, just put your ass in the air. It's not gay. It's not gay.
It's not. No. I didn't know you was looking for backup. I didn't mean to leave you out there.
I wanted
So what
to
you
Yeah,
know.
no,
trying to do?
I'm
Say
not.
bend
No.
over? Just bend over and let it.
Yeah, if you're on the bed, yeah.
Bend over, bend over, bend over. Yo, can we get back to the bull?
Okay.
All right. Yes, I fought.
That bull was about to have his.
I'm trying to talk
horn
about
up in
fighting
the-
this bull and key ass is in the air. Yo,
Pause.
yeah, I fought a bull, Nate. It was scary, but I'm built like that. I enjoy doing scary things. I talked about it today on the show, actually, about how I was annoyed at the fact that there were so many people in the comments saying that it was a baby bull. There's a lot of people who seem to be uneducated as to how this thing goes, as if they're
Okay.
going to put me in a ring with a grown-ass bull with horns, and that matadors fight them.
Oh, that's what I
Professionals
thought-
fight
that's
them.
what I thought you
That's
did.
not
Okay,
a thing.
okay,
The
gotcha.
bull will kill you. Literally, you will die, right? Like matadors are professional matadors for a reason. However, when you go into, and I also think I need to make it clear, they don't kill these bulls. That's
Okay, good.
not the
Good.
situation we were in. So, these are baby bulls, quote
Oh,
unquote.
okay.
But again, we live in America where people run from dogs. You think a dog is scary? Imagine a bull. They fast, they strong. They was trampling people. It went down. People was out there really getting hurt, and I obviously have no experience in this area of fighting with a bull. But you get thrown into the ring, and one of her uncles pushed me out there and said it's go time.
Oh.
And I was either going to be out there scared, pissing myself, or I was going to do a little dance. And I did a little dance.
Okay.
Went out there and I think I fought with the bull, or danced with the bull, I should say, 3 times.
Okay.
And I won. I
Yeah.
was, and it was very scary, but honestly, it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Oh, that's cool.
After it was done, the adrenaline
Okay.
rush. There's no feeling in the world like skydiving. Of all the things I've done, and like I said earlier, I've done a lot of things. I've been in there with a tiger. I've swam with sharks. I've hang glided. I've bungee jumped. I've skydived. All of that. The 2 most adrenaline junky feelings I've had so far in my life is jumping out of a plane and dancing with a bull, for sure.
Okay. Gotcha.
Listen, before we get out of this segment, I just would like to speak to everybody who was in my comments saying that it was a baby bull. I have one thing to say to you. Take your ass to Ecuador and get in the ring with the baby bull. I would love to see you try it. Nobody there was so excited to get into the ring when they saw the bull and what the bull was doing in person. Y'all be in the comments at home from your couch, brave as hell about what you will and will not do. I would love to see any one of you with your little baby bull comments take your brave ass and dance with the bull yourself. And when y'all comment on this post right here and say that you would do it, I would say bull shit. Moving on.
Bullseye. Time to check the vibes.
Let's talk about Diddy real quick. I think like we have to. I will say this. I was not surprised by the verdict.
Same.
Not at all. When I heard that they came to a easy answer or an easy verdict, and the only thing that they were struggling with was the RICO, my mind immediately went to, oh, they said he's innocent. Because I think humans just have a more difficult time convicting someone than they do of letting someone go free. Even with the circumstances, I just think it's a human thing, right? Before you put somebody in prison for life, you probably ask yourself a few questions of if you believe that they should be. And when they said that they came to the verdict quickly, I was like, yeah, I think they think he's innocent, but they were struggling with the RICO and I wasn't exactly sure why. I don't think the prosecution did the greatest job of maybe even charging him with the right charges. I don't know that they had it right, because I think Diddy is guilty of things. I just don't know that he was guilty of what he was facing in court. But, it's hard to say if they made the right decision or not. But I will say I understand how they got to the verdict they did. But I also understand why a lot of people feel like they let down a few people, a few victims, not necessarily the victims that were in court. I'll say that. But I'm not exactly sure how to feel about it. I think justice is justice and you got to take it for what it is. But I really don't think when Diddy comes home, whenever that is, I don't think people are going to keep from working with him because of his business mind as much as people believe that they will. Mm-hmm. What say y'all?
So you think he's going to come back and be right back?
I think he's right back to it. Mm-hmm. I really do. I think he's back to business.
I agree. I'm not shocked by the verdict either. Like I said in the beginning, all I heard was just a lot of freaky stuff. He just sounded like a freak, and nothing was giving. And I'm pretty sure he probably has done like some criminal stuff. They just didn't do a good job of proving it. It was just a whole bunch of freaky stuff. Yeah, so I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I think he comes back, and I think he's gonna be big. He'll probably be bigger than ever when he comes back.
That's the crazy part about it is I agree. I think this is actually gonna make him more of a legend because people are gonna feel like he beat it.
Yeah.
So what are we judging him for?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they haven't let him out of jail, I think that says a lot. The guys from Abercrombie and Fitch, they were let out on $5 million bond, and they actually did it. From what if I read it correctly, they actually had a real ring going on. Like
that's the other reason. That's the other reason I think a lot of people are not going to necessarily judge him because in that business, there's so many more people guilty of the things that he was on trial for than we know.
And let me say allegedly, they had a ring
right?
going on allegedly.
Yeah, I heard about the fact that they're saying that Ciroc may possibly owe him $2 billion.
I didn't hear about that.
And that Ciroc may have something to do with getting some of this going.
Oh,
well, yeah, I've heard that, because they have pretty deep tentacles from what I've read.
Yeah. Let me ask a real question. Do y'all think Cassie is a victim?
Yes and no. I think she was complicit in a lot of the acts. I mean, the text messages and all of that proves it, that she was in on it. Mm-hmm. That she was in on that lifestyle. That's what she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So should she have been on trial just as much as him? Probably.
Could you look at the comment as when someone asked her, why are you staying in this relationship? And her response allegedly was because Jay-Z is taken. You think that's just a joke?
No, I don't think that's a joke.
I don't either.
So, yeah, I think she, was part of it. But victim of what? Is she a victim of abuse?
Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
Yes,
we all
for
saw
sure.
that. Absolutely.
But was she a participant?
Yes.
She was. Did she not want to participate sometimes? I'm pretty sure. But she still did it. And when she had enough, and she left eventually. So you can say she was a victim, and you can also say that she
is that worth $30 million?
But that's a good question.
And to go free as if you had nothing to do with any of the reasons that he's sitting in court.
And to your point, you said, does she want to participate sometimes? Probably not. Do husbands and wives want to engage with each other sexually all the time? Probably not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to go to work every day. If you're doing it for the money, right? Honestly, if you're doing it for the money and the stature and that's what you're there for, you don't want to go to work every day. Mm-hmm. There's days when you go in there and you don't feel like it. Maybe for her, is going to work. Where else am I going to go get this lifestyle? Mm-hmm. Because Jay-Z is already taken, right? I'm just saying, I don't know. For me, I think two things can be true. I think she was a victim of certain things. I just don't necessarily think she was a victim of a lot of the things that she's claiming to be a victim of. Mm-hmm. But that video, will that video be enough for people to look at Diddy when he comes home and says, I'm not fucking with you? That video was enough for me to go, you're not my kind of guy.
There's going to be people,
Absolutely.
But not everyone.
I don't think the important people, the people who will help him go get another million, go get another billion, you don't really think they can? Man, sometimes I really want to talk. You think those men care about women? Do they? Let's be honest.
It's money.
It's all about money.
Business.
Period. And that's the one thing you cannot take from him. His mind he can go get some money. And he can help you get some money. And those men are not going to run from Diddy getting them some money because he put his hands in such a disgusting way on Cassie in a hotel room or however other many times he did it. They're not going to run from that. And it's unfortunate, but it's true.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll get time served. I wonder,
Probably.
you know what I mean? I'm thinking
Probably.
that, but I don't know how much the judge
I
himself.
don't know. I think they're going to make an example out of him.
How long has he been in there?
Almost a year?
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to probably
Right?
try to give him they're going to try and
September
book
makes a year.
September makes a year,
I think they may try to give him the maximum amount of time that they can.
which is 20 years?
They're probably gonna book it to him, bro.
I don't think so.
I don't think they
I
will.
don't think they'll give him 20 years. This is first time. You're a first timer, technically.
He's a first timer. He gave over his kids' passports, his family's passports, his private jet. He offered up $50 million and his passport, and they still didn't let him out.
I'm somewhere
I
in the
could be
middle.
wrong.
I don't think
I'm
so.
somewhere in the middle. I don't think they'll
Well,
make an
if they
example
don't-
out of him, and they might not let him walk.
I don't think they're gonna let him walk. I think this judge is gonna give him some time.
If he does give him time, I think a few years.
I think maybe like 5.
I see
3.
something like that.
Yeah,
Between
but
3 and
that's-
5.
He's out in a
that's
couple on good
that's
behavior.
Still a long time.
Yeah, either way.
Key, and you mentioned something about his jet. Did you guys know that according to U.S. Sun, Diddy has earned $4.1 million by renting out his $60 million Gulfstream G550, known as Love Air, while he's been in jail?
Wow,
Smart business play.
still getting bread. See what I'm saying? He gonna get right back to it.
Yeah.
He's gonna get right back to it. Key,
Yo.
you have a story for us.
Yeah, man. Back when I was in my early 20s, big shout outs to my cousin. I saw him last week. And basically what happened, we went to a cookout. I went in the backyard to get something. I told the young lady I was
I
driving
hate the way
with
you tell stories.
at the time.
I hate the way you tell
Hold on,
stories.
let me tell the story.
No, tell it right though.
I'm
Did you
telling
show
it.
up with this young lady?
Yeah, I'm giving you the story.
Okay.
She's in
you
the car.
already in the kitchen. Like, all right, go ahead.
Nah, she in the car. And
But y'all got there together.
there
Y'all came
together.
Okay,
together.
you got
See, he
that
doesn't want to
together.
say that part, Nate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all came together.
if she's in the car, we obviously came together.
I don't know that.
They don't know that.
Exactly. The listeners have no idea what
yeah,
you're talking
no clue.
about. Tell the story
Yeah,
from
so
A.
she came, we come together, and I go in the backyard to get something. I come back, she's not in the car anymore. So I walk over to the car, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you in this car? And she looks at me, and she looks at him, and he says, yo, little bro. This your
Little
big-
bro.
Little bro. This
Wow.
this your big cousin right here, man.
Wow, big cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. What you mean everything gonna be all right? What you doing in the car? Get out the car. She looks at him. He's like, yo. she
that.
coming with me, man. But you come hang out with us.
You can come watch as I steal your girl.
I was like, yo, I'm looking at her. I was like, really? This what you doing? And she looks back at him. He's like, all right, Keyon, man. He drives off with her.
Okie dokie.
He stole your girl, man. Like
She wasn't my girl,
Nate.
but she was somebody I was hanging out with.
He
for the
ain't
night.
steal his girl. I hate when y'all
You
don't
never-
want to tell the truth.
you-
He stole your girl,
But
man.
she wasn't my
I
girl.
ain't saying you was married to her.
She was
I'm
just-
not saying you promised her a future. What I'm saying is you showed up to the family cookout
It
or
wasn't-
barbecue,
oh, yeah, it wasn't
whatever
family.
it was, Key.
With her.
I know you love to focus on details
Yeah.
when you don't want us to get to the home run.
Yeah,
you
listen.
showed up to the spot with a young lady.
Yeah.
And then you walked outside. She was no longer in your car.
Yep.
She's in Big Cuzzo car. He little broed you,
Yep.
told you to go take a seat, and pulled off with the young lady you pulled up
here's the
with.
question. We were living together at the time. me and
Oh
her.
my God.
And then so I get to the house and Shorty is sitting outside on the steps crying. And I walk up and I don't say anything to her. I go in the house. I'm like, yo, why is she outside crying? He's like, because we finished. And I told her she had to go.
Wow. Wow. Yo, call your cousin, man.
Yo,
How you kid? Yeah.
chillin', what's up? What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's going on, fam?
Man, I got you on the podcast, bro. We telling some old stories from back in the day.
All right.
So I was telling him about that time you stole my girl.
He's fucking stupid. He's a fucking idiot, my nigga.
Why you still Key's girl, bro? What happened?
Nah, it wasn't like that.
You remember the time I'm talking about with the cookout when I came out and the girl got out of my car and got in your car?
Yeah. You chicks and bras out here, man.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, man.
Because some of us don't believe that this story is true.
I don't believe it.
Nate don't believe that his story is true. What happened, bro?
Nah, I think we wound up meeting up at a cookout, and then I came late. So everybody was out there drinking and chilling. Next thing you know, Shorty was like, I'm leaving with you. I'm like, what? Yeah, this shit's crazy.
Oh, so she initiated the leaving with you part.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Key left that out the story.
I didn't know this part. This is my first time hearing it.
Oh, you learning this in real
Because I
time.
told her to sit in the car. I'll be right back. When I came back to the
Yeah,
car,
yeah.
she was gone.
Oh, so she chose.
Cousin, what?
Yeah,
what,
she
what,
chose, yeah.
What kind of car were you driving at the time?
It's like a Nissan 200SX.
So Key came outside and he didn't really know what was going on, but she was already in your car and you told him, yo, little bro, go sit this one out. Is a wrap for the night?
Pretty much, man. But we had our days, man. Me, Keyon can tell you some stories too.
Yeah.
He loved a couple of my back in the days too.
Oh, see, he didn't tell that part. He leaves a lot
Yeah,
out.
he ain't gonna tell that.
Yeah. So I'm sure you know. That's your family. You know he leaves a lot out.
Yeah.
So
No,
y'all
had some-
even.
Yeah, we had some good times, man.
So
No.
technically, you didn't, just for the record, to clear your name, you didn't steal his girl. His girl just saw you and chose up, and it was what it was. Charge it to the game.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was like I stole it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Look like we got more Patreon material. All right, let's get into this game. Nate, what you got?
We are going to do a spelling bee
Oh, boy.
between you and Key. Are y'all ready for it?
Yeah, yo, Lisa.
Okay. Who's gonna go first? Pick a number. Okay.
I just pulled up my Pictionary, my dictionary.
Pulled out your what?
Okay.
my
careful.
dictionary.
Okay. Good.
All right, Key, you're first.
Yeah.
The first word is hemorrhage.
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 Hemorrhage. Can you pronounce it again for me?
Hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage. Hemeri. No. Hemorrhage. Like, can you use it in a sentence?
That's going to help.
He was hemorrhaging.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, that's
Yo.
Wait a minute.
Yo, Nate didn't have like an intro to this game. She didn't introduce the
We're getting
contestants.
right to it. Okay.
She didn't tell us what the prize is. She don't have a sentence for the word. Welcome to the most ghetto spelling bee you have ever been a part of in your life.
Get it
Nate was like
poppin'.
round
Hemorrhage.
one. Key, spell hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhage.
All right.
Hemorrhage.
Hemorrhage.
Yeah.
You heard?
Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, is that your?
Is that
wor- is that your?
because he tried to sneak it in there, Nate? You see him? He tried to sneak it in there.
He's trying to
Hemorrhage.
sound it out at the same
Yeah.
time.
Hemorrhage. Hemridd. Hemorrhage. Hemeriddge. Hemorrhage.
What did you just spell,
Can
my
you
dude?
Hemorrhage.
spell it slowly again?
Hemorrige.
That is incorrect.
All right.
It's Hemorrhage.
Oh, yeah,
Hemorrhage.
That's
Damn,
right.
Nate, you don't even warm us up. Like, yo, spell cat. Like, damn.
That's right.
Straight to
How
hemorrhage?
did I forget that?
Okay.
Double
Mo,
I.
you're next.
God.
The word for Mo is
Yeah.
camaraderie.
Camaraderie. Camaraderie. C-O-M-R.
You can't look it up.
I-D-A. C-O-M-R-A-D.
Wait, hold on. You're starting
Huh?
over?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Keep
Okay,
up.
You have to say
Keep
the
up.
word.
You heard?
You have to say the word, spell it, and then say the word again.
All right. Camaraderie. C-O-M-R-A-D-I-R-A-R-Y. Camaraderie.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Dang it, man.
CAMARADERIE.
Is what? C-A is camaraderie?
Camaraderie.
I know how to spell Cam Newton.
Wait a minute, pronounce that again.
What?
Camaraderie?
Camaraderie.
That wasn't even your word. What you
That
need
is.
to
That's
no,
the
his word I'm talking about.
No, his word was him. Yeah.
His word was hemorrhoids.
All
Okay,
right.
go back to him.
So we're
One of us going, whoever get the first one right. I see what kind of spelling
All
bee
right,
this
let's
gonna
go.
be.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yo, your first one wins. First
Let's
basket
go.
wins.
Let's
Key.
go. Yo.
Your next word is hierarchy.
Oh, I see why Nate ain't want to play.
H-E-I-R.
I see why Nate said, yo, you and Key. All right, Nate, I got you next week, yo. Word of mother.
Hierarchy. H-E-I.
Wait, what?
Hierarchy.
Don't you got to pronounce it right first, too?
Hierarchy.
That boy said hierarchy. Nate, that ain't the damn word.
Hierarchy.
It's hierarchy.
Hierarchy. H-E-I-R-A-C-H-R-Y. Hierarchy.
You gave him an easy one and he still got it
That
wrong.
is incorrect.
Wait a minute.
It's H-I-E.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I had it flipped.
R-A-R-C-H-Y.
That's what I would have got that one.
Okay. This
I
is-
would have got that one. I would have got that one. Yeah.
Your next word, Mo, is
Yeah.
fluorescence.
Fluorescence. Can I have the origin, please?
The origin.
Yo, if the
No,
host
you don't spell the damn
if
word.
the
Do
host,
better next week. I'll do better
if the
next week.
host
I don't want to hear
starts,
it.
if the host starts stuttering when I ask a question, I should get a point.
Bro, if you don't spell the goddamn word, bro.
Yo, you're not on the top of the hierarchy, my brother.
Fluorescent.
It's fluorescence.
You would spell it F-L-O-O-R. So don't start. Let me concentrate. Let me
Spell the damn
concentrate.
word, bro.
Fluorescent. Easy. F-L-U. F-L-U. O-R.
Okay.
E. C.
Jeez.
No, not C. E. I don't know. S-E-N-T.
That is incorrect. F-L-U-O-R-E-S-C-E-N-T.
If you, Key, first of all, you are against the wrong person.
All right.
If you don't think Nate was sitting in her car one night after she just finished farting and said, this is going to make both of them look like absolute idiots, you got Nate fucked up. She set us up, man.
All right.
Well, as much as I'd hate to admit it now after the way Nate just embarrassed us, Nate won. Key, I don't know if you remember. She won the New Orleans inmate bet.
Oh, all right. We got some
Congratulations, Nate. You owe you money.
You know what? I've got a surprise for y'all.
What?
I actually lost, but told y'all that I won.
Wait, what the fuck is going on? Yo, wait. Key, what's
So,
going on?
Congratulations to y'all.
You cheat? Did you cheat us?
I didn't cheat. Just a little tricky trick.
Nothing is real. First of all, this is the producer's fault. Produce. You were supposed to know the facts of what is really happening and what's not. You didn't help. And this is also the section of the podcast where Nate has an "Am I the asshole?" question, and we don't have to do it because yes, Key, we've been bamboozled.
Just like that fucking word game.
Thank y'all once again for joining us. And so we're doing something new. From now on and moving forward, we're doing a few new things, actually. And one of the new things we are doing is we are independent now. Clap it up for us being independent.
Yep.
Woo!
In the moment. It's it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And one of the things we can finally do is have a Patreon page where we do a lot of bonus content. And we're going to talk about all of the things that we can't normally talk about. I'm talking about unfiltered things we cannot say on the mic, I should not say on the mic, and just topics that we may not be so accustomed to talking about on a regular episode. And to do that, to start, the first episode of us being on Patreon is going to be me being on Homie Court. And the question is going to come from our very own producer.
So this is a question for Mo. So why is it okay to have your ex constantly reaching out to you while you're in a relationship how many years later?
Woo! That's what we doing? Well,